All right, we back. We back. I got this last couple games of the season. See where we go. I had a tough struggle trying to be great.
Well, let's go over these Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And as you take a look at Boston, what's the key against the Bucks?
Well, the one thing that's important, Kevin, when you're playing this team is to match their efficiency. They've been on a tear over the last week. The turnover story has really been important. Minimizing the turnovers, squeezing the orange. They've gotten much better in that area. As a result, they're more efficient. The one thing you've got to try to do is disrupt their rhythm and flow. Make them uncomfortable. Try to force them into mistakes.
And Clark, since we're talking about the keys, how about Milwaukee? What do they need to do to secure a win?
Rajon Rondo is definitely a guy they need to account for. The leading assist man in the NBA, he's at the helm offensively. He runs the show. But the difficulty is if you play the pass, then he's going to get baskets too. So you've got to be ready to defend him honestly. Play him for his scoring ability, but also be ready to get your hands in the passing lane.
It'll be interesting. And here is Red, following the three-point attempt by Wallace. Thomas inside, working on Garnett. On the paint, Thomas, that's good.
Nice bucket there. He isn't naturally quick, but he's deceptive. He kept the defense off balance and then took it to the rack.
Rondo with it, averaging 13 points a contest. Toronto dumps it off. 6 seconds to shoot. Garnett, the screen. From deep three-point range, Wallace misses. On defense, Boston. They defeated the Wizards in their last one. Here's Red. Garnett grabs the board. And it's the Celtics with the ball. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And they won big last time they faced these guys. Really got to the glass and took away second chance opportunities.
Shorty. Here's Shorty. Drops it in on the way out.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
And here's Boston, trailing by 2. Here's Rondo, dumps it off. Wallace a screen. 5 on the shot clock. Off the pick, that's good. And here are the Bucks now. 2:34 left in the first quarter. Warriors. Rebounded by Rasheed Wallace.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets a look that good, he's got to make it count. Way to distribute the basketball.
The Bucks trail. Shorty nails it from 8 feet. Now Allen, averaging 16 points a game. Rondo with it. Now Garnett. Right corner. Garnett, the screen. Off the pick. Gets in close. Graceful finish.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Playing as a team so crucial. See the NBA's best.
They don't
This
want
is
to
a team
get
that gets
no
great
easy
enjoyment
breaks.
out of making the pass that leads to the score. As a matter of fact, they like giving the ball up more than they like scoring it themselves. They really rely on each other and trust in each other at the offensive end.
And here is Red. No points for him. Here's Shorty. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
It's stolen by Alexander. And it's Milwaukee's ball, trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced.
Petrus with it. Flushes it with the one-handed jam. When healthy, Michael Pietrus can help any team in the league.
Yeah, I love his energy. I like his defensive ability as well. He's legitimate 6'5" or 6". He shoots the three, runs the floor, gets after people defensively. I mean, you're right. Any team benefits from the attributes that he brings to the table.
Here's Shorty. Throws it down. He's got 6.
Too easy. Far too easy.
And here comes Ray Allen. Tipped. The Celtics retain possession. Only 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. You take a look at the Celtics. Right now they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Bucks, way down below.
Boy, still looking for their first win against this team. They've got to be extra motivated to try to get off the snide against these guys.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. The Celtics with the slight lead.
Well, Kevin, what can you say? They played terrific offensively. If I had to point out an area for improvement, it would be on the offense.
All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. So it's Milwaukee now.
Let's go, Milwaukee!
Shorty nails it from close range. 8 points for him.
Effortless, soft layup. Nice play.
And next Tuesday, you'll want to tune in. The Nuggets are roadbound. Find themselves at the U.S. Airways Center to face the Suns. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Here's Jennings. Does not get the go-ahead bucket.
That shot didn't have a chance. He doesn't have the softest touch, and the defense was in his jersey. Got to look for a better shot.
Now, Mbamute following the shot by Ray Allen. Here's Shorty inside. Gets the lay-in. Now Allen still looking to get on the scoreboard. Stolen away by Shorty.
You have to play smart with the ball in your hand.
Bogut down low. Wallace on him. Shoots from the post. Boston trailing. Here's the break. Here's Wallace. Thomas is on him. From 7, Wallace. Good.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. Well executed there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Clark, I know among owners in the NBA, the luxury tax continues to be one of their main concerns, not getting in luxury tax issues. Some teams are starting to become more fiscally conservative. Others spend with no regard whatsoever. How do you see the landscape of this issue? Should you be able to buy your team? Should you be more conservative and watch the numbers and make sure you cap it off right there?
Well, I think that's an individual call for the 30 owners in the NBA, Kevin. The luxury tax is in place for those who would like to stay within certain parameters financially, and those who decide they would like to try to pay and go above the luxury tax in an effort to win a championship or build a championship team. That is clearly their prerogative, but there are consequences either way. I think you can build championship teams within the luxury tax without going to that point, but there's also the option to go beyond the luxury tax threshold if you so choose, and I think that's a personal decision that the owners have to make individually.
So it's Milwaukee following the three from Ray Allen. There's Bogut. Wallace on him. From inside.
Well, he gives up some height, but he didn't give up the rock. Nice ball.
Rondo. Can't take the lead.
The D was lurking on that one, and it was just enough to throw off the shot.
Shorty, he's covered by Rondo. Jennings, outside. Here's Shorty, drains it from the wing. 14 points for him.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Make sure to check out tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be Brandon Roy and the Portland Trail Blazers. And they'll take on the Los Angeles Lakers. That game has a start time of 12:30 Eastern.
Should be a good one.
And it's the Celtics with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Now Garnett. He's guarded by Mbamute. Here's Wallace. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for two. You talk to scouts, and you and I talk to NBA scouts. They love the basketball IQ of Rasheed Wallace. We know what he does physically on the field. He's gifted. You talk to the players, who they want on the team, they want Rasheed Wallace. This guy's basketball IQ, very high.
Sharp, tremendous producer, but you always get the sense, at least I do, Kevin, with him, and I've seen him play at a high level in a number of games throughout the years. But he's had an outstanding career, and you're right. All the things you say about him, I mean, he's a high-quality teammate, knows the game, and is really effective. I'd like to see him be more of a force in the low post because he's dangerous down. I think he's unguardable down there, but he likes the three-point shot.
Everybody says that, but they would love to see him down low.
Yeah, I think probably Rasheed is just saying, I'm going to do it my way, no matter what everybody else says.
And here are the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Thomas from close range finishes with the soft touch. Nice bucket by the 15th-year veteran out of TCU. Rondo with it. Garnett backs in. Fades back. Draws in.
I think the defense was crowding him a little bit, threw him off some, so he had to fade just to get room to shoot, and then couldn't adjust.
Celtics give up possession. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. You look at the Bucks, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
With all of the great shooters they have, it's almost easy to think that they would shoot a high percentage. But there's some other factors at play here. They're unselfish, they set good screens, they move well without the ball, and they're disciplined in that they don't take just any shot. They want the best shot available, and that's usually what they get. This has been a fast-paced game, Kevin.
Yeah, both teams are lighting up the scoreboard. And that concludes the first half. The score, 24-23. Now it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Bucks have built a small lead by pounding the ball inside and looking for the close-range shots.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Kevin. Good, solid, fundamental basketball.
Shorty has started off well.
To say the least, Kevin, he's been lighting up that scoreboard, and he's our top scorer.
Start of the third quarter here. We've got a close one for you. Glad you could join us as we get underway. And here are the Bucks now. It's a one-point game. Mbamute backs down. Here's Shorty. The shot will not go. And the Celtics go with it the other way. Bounce pass. Here's Allen. Red with the rebound. Milwaukee in the lead. Red knocks down the trifecta.
The defense was slow to set up there, and as a result, got burned.
And here comes Ray Allen. He has 5. They're running out of time. Here's Shorty. Rips it down with one hand. 18 points for him.
Well, Kev, how many guys can throw down like that? Incredible.
Here's Rondo to Walker. Jacks up the triple. It's hauled in by Michael Redd.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Warren. Now Mbamute. Wallace on him. Over Rondo. Allen with the rebound.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
For the oh, man.
Impeccable timing on that alley-oop. They hooked up perfectly.
Mbamute backs him down. Grant to the low block. Shorty. Shot is off. And the Celtics go with it the other way.
Sign the backboard. Not guarding Rondo for him. He can't shoot. Get a dub on the number 1 team.
Here's Wallace. It's hauled in by Michael Redd.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
I'm going down this goat.
To the wing. To Mbamute. Here's Shorty. Flips it in off the sweet pick. 20 points for him. He's setting the table beautifully.
We mentioned his great passing ability and the keys to the game, and he's showing you just what we were talking about.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And as we get a break, let's take a look at some of the scores from last night's game. The Lakers pick up a road win as the Timberwolves are defeated. The Raptors lost on the road. Atlanta gets it done. The Pistons pick up a road win. The Heat unable to defend at home. And back to the game we go. Rondo with the ball. Garnett tacks in. A three. Allen, that's good.
You can see that they're trying to open things up here to get back in the ball game. They still need to work at the defensive end on getting some stops, but offensively, they're on the right track.
Perkins with it. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Wide open. Allen's shot is off.
How much better a look do you need? Good mid-range shooter. Should have been money in the bank.
Grant. To Alexander. Working on Garnett. In close. Lays it right in. They push their lead to 5.
Wow, I think he shocked them there, Kevin. Not the guy you expect to hurt you in the post.
He'd better get a move on. Rondo. Bounces off the left rim and out.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Now Allen. He's got 5. And here is Red. It's a 3-point game. Here's Petrus. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Good pick there to set up the layup. That's textbook offensive execution. Great opportunity to go 2 for 1 here. They want to take full advantage of the time remaining.
Here's Allen. No luck on the 3-point attempt.
Well, he got 1 to go in the first, but he hasn't been able to connect from 3-point land here in this half. Got an open look out there in transition and did not hesitate. That's a nice shot.
Garnett lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. 8 points for him.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Here's Shorty. Misses the buzzer beater. We have just finished the third quarter. The score, 38-32. Shorty has really gotten after it. Three-quarters have been played, but the outcome remains undecided. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the fourth quarter. Rondo with it. Garnett, the screen. The screen. No good. And it's Milwaukee the other way.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
Here's Red. Rips the core. Now Allen. He's got 7. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thomas.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
Garnett.
Oh,
Jams it in two-handed. You're right, Clark. When you're down, you can't just give away opportunities like that.
Well, the margin of error is much smaller when you're trailing and trying to come back, so everything is much more important. But the turnovers always are self-destructive.
Now Garnett after the basket by Milwaukee. Dumps it off. Here's Allen. Off target for three.
That was not good shot selection. You need to be patient, move the ball, move the defense, and find someone for an open shot.
So it's Milwaukee. 3-point game.
He just lost another one, Kevin. I mean, he's really having a difficult time seeing the defense here.
Milwaukee in the lead.
nobody. They just kept.
Here's Shorty. Nails the step-back jam. 24 points for him. You're right, Clark. He's not seeing the defense well.
No, he's not reacting at all, and you hate to see that. I mean, it's tough, but he's a pro, and I think he'll be fine. It's just kind of tough to see right now.
Perkins with it. 6 seconds to shoot. Allen is on the wing. Kept alive. Ball is down low. Thomas is on him. With 1 on the clock.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
So it's Milwaukee. 6-point lead. Shorty. Blocked. Another shot. Here's Warwick. Drains the easy jumper.
Nice speed. That's the way to keep the ball moving.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bucks. Milwaukee is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without foul.
Rondo with it. He's got 6. The Celtics still have plenty of time.
Yeah, don't worry about the scoreboard here. Just make the most of each possession. Don't have any empty trips. Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Cheryl Miller had a chance to catch up with Doc Rivers earlier. Let's hear what he had to say.
Thanks, Kev. He told them it's time to turn it up a notch. He said there's plenty of time to rest later. Right now, I want you to go all out. Guys?
Okay, thanks. Here's Wallace, averaging 10 points per contest. Easy shot, and the shot is good from Garnett.
You knew that one was good as soon as he released it. That's cash money.
So it's Milwaukee now. Bogut connects from in close.
No question that they've been the better offensive team so far. The execution has been flawless.
The steal by Shorty.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their 3rd turnover in this quarter. And here are the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Bucks. They've got to push it. To Allen. Garnett. Leads him in, tries to keep it alive. And it's hauled in by Shorty.
No surprise on that takeaway.
These turnovers can pile up, like you were saying, Clark. And when you cough up the rock, you're forfeiting possessions.
Empty trips, we call them, Kevin, and that's exactly what they've been doing right now. You've got to be aware of where the defense is, and you also have to be ready to be patient and make good decisions with the basketball. Right now, being held without a point in this quarter, goose egg. Really struggling to find any kind of open looks.
Fred's shot is right there.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
The Bucks going with the new group. Now Allen, 7 points in the game. The Bucks walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Celtics 59-48.
Chat, you get it.
For his steady play, Shorty is the Jordan Brand. Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball.
In a nutshell, I will call your performance dominating. First off, you were very selective on your shots out there. That kind of patience impresses me. The important thing to remember is not to lose your focus. When that happens, you'll begin to force bad shots. Hey, another thing. It seemed like you were grabbing every possible rebound tonight. Players have defined their entire careers on their rebounding ability. It's not a bad living. All in all, I really don't know what else to say. Keep it up.
Where's you going? Go sit down. Go sit down before you go back downstairs. Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Let's take a moment to check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And Clark, what's going to be the key for the Hawks?
Well, Kev, Kurt Thomas is a guy they've got to keep under control. If you don't keep him off the board, he can take over a game with his offensive rebound.
This whole
Giving his
statement.
team extra
I'm on the
possession.
bench.
So boxing him out is your priority.
Oh,
Clark,
Chad.
talking about the keys, how about
What a way
Milwaukee?
to break
What's the key for them?
One of the key
It's not, now we called it out. We said we getting the Barry treatment as soon as the month started. Now look at this. We beat these niggas last time, and now Brandon gets to start.
What I call it, Kevin. He can hurt you from anywhere.
And here are the Bucks.
Look at this, Chad. Look at this now. We just, led by me, we just beat the second team.
To the free throw line.
And last time we played
Yes!
and
The
won.
foul. It's on Mbaamuta.
Between the legs, no look, to Dr. Nasty, and these niggas out here. Oh my God.
We got 4 games left. You need this playoff.
So tight. Like,
Even if I'm going to
you just came down the court, ran to the corner 3, threw it between your legs to this nigga to get an and 1.
And it's the Hawks with the ball. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
They lost a really close game against these guys last time out, Kevin.
So it's Milwaukee after the miss by Atlanta.
You know what's different about this time and last time? I ain't had no scrap.
Here's Shorty, knocks it down from 19 feet. The bench play, Clark, really the difference in that.
I agree. Production
You
from the
step back,
bench was
shooter,
significant.
nigga.
When it comes like that, it's a gift.
Yeah,
Big
niggas
Daddy.
always gonna step back in
Can't
20s.
get it to fall from downtown.
Nothing working
It's
for
about
him
hard
here.
to
He's just
create a
really
step
struggling to
back.
find the
Got it,
basket.
yeah.
The Bucks have taken the early lead.
Well, their defense has been
Come on now,
superb,
get on the
Kevin.
court. We get
They're
2 quick
talking,
bucks,
working
nigga. Come
together,
on now, Milwaukee
and really making
bucket.
it a challenge to score.
Oh my God. Why the fuck is Brandon starting, bro? Y'all didn't want us to win this game. But at the same time, at the same time, you got to think about it. Don't have to put the bum that
And
can't
here
get
are the
no
Bucks
buckets
now.
in as a
They lead
starter.
by
So
4.
the nigga you let Garrett,
Tomorrow night.
when it's time for real 20-point games to get dropped, they know I'm finna go on the
Center to
ring.
face the
They
Sun.
know it.
It'll get rolling at 7:30 Eastern.
Look at
We'll see
Michael.
how it plays out. Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
Yeah, so he just took the ball out.
Shot is off. And it's Milwaukee the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston.
And they
Looking to
got rid
carry
of
it
some
into
other
this
role
one.
players too.
From the floor, they were extremely effective. They got
Bibby
good
on,
shots, high
Bibby
quality
got
shots
Bibby on.
at the right time.
Excuse me.
They moved the ball, they moved themselves, and their offense looked like a well-oiled machine.
Get out the paint right now.
They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover.
Missed it, bro.
Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. Take a look at the Hawks. They're in control of the #1 seed, looking to finish out the season
We
strong.
got lost to.
And of course, the Milwaukee Bucks, more than a few spots below.
The crowd has really embraced this winning streak, and they become part of it, Kevin. I mean, when a crowd has a team that's playing well, and they become almost the 6th man in pushing that team to its highest level of performance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
The difference was their edge on the offensive side of the court. They made some key baskets, and it always comes down to that. Trying to set the pace, that enabled them to win the game.
Got a piece of it. It's picked off by the Bucks.
You have to... Kevin, they're fighting extremely hard right here. Bit by bit, just trying to pull away.
Here's Johnson. Watches the open J.
Feel me when I
Milwaukee in the lead.
I'm having a new high career.
To 0. Peaches. Warwick in the post. He's up against Beasley. Shorty.
Damn, we took forever to pass the damn rock,
Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
Here's Johnson. It counts. And the foul. That's on Andrew Bogut. Good for the three-point play. And you're right, they need to rebound more effectively if they want to come back.
They need to do that and make all of the small plays, the little things, the loose balls, 50-50 balls that don't show up in the stat sheet, yet put your team in position to win.
And looking at next Wednesday from Amway Arena in Orlando, we'll see the Magic as they take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Start time set for 8 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, excuse me.
It'll be fun to watch.
Excuse me, little man. Excuse me, little man.
Jumper. He has 6.
You can see that they've broken out of a bit of their shooting woes in the first quarter. I mean, they were slumping in that quarter. Better scoring opportunities.
Get too small.
And here are the Bucks now after the missed 3 from Joe Johnson.
Oh, team like 6'4".
Oh, excuse me.
Warren. The two-handed jam.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Here's Big Daddy. Can't get it to go. And the Bucks going the other way right now. 2:27 left in the half. Bogut down low. Working on Smith. Kept to line. Stolen by Big Daddy.
Things got jammed up near the rim, and that left a golden
That's what I'm saying, but when I want to go for a hustle play,
some
they
adjustments
don't even let me regularly trigger it. Like, they just force me.
Like you just got pushed.
And here are the Bucks. It's a 10-point game.
He getting bullied on the court right now.
He said, hey, the win is all that matters.
And here is Williams. Dumps it off. The handoff to Williams. Here's Brown. Bell holds it in.
They've been really strong on the glass thus far.
Sure have. Shot misses. The Bucks
Have been red hot offensively.
Yeah, but we still got 2 quarters to play. Anything can happen. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime.
Yeah, that one good
The
look
score,
when Tate called him a bum. He said, nigga talking shit.
Let's go to the
Ever since
T-Mobile
after that day,
halftime report.
that video,
Let's check
y'all,
out
that
the
nigga
story
ain't
of
been
the
getting no
staff.
punches.
Hello and welcome back. We're glad you're with us. The NBA so many times
Heat
comes
check.
down to a game of runs, and we'll see if a run here
I'm still in the
will turn
league.
this thing around as we get underway.
Bro, I'm barely even getting PT. I'm at 6 points right now.
Oh, I feel.
Bro, like, I'm just getting in and out the
So
game.
it's Milwaukee. Led by and the Hawks with possession, trailing by 13. Here's Beasley. Perimeter, Magician. It's in for 3. 9 points in the game so far.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket. Great D leads to easy offense.
51-50. The same
So it's
video, just a
Milwaukee.
different title.
8-point game.
Could have sworn I posted that 51-30.
Thomas backs in. Baseline jumper. Shot no good. Now Atlanta takes it the other way. 1:03 left in the third. Deflects the pass. The steal by the Bucks.
And then McLovens takes down the #1 seed. That's the same video. Like the exact same thumbnail and the same time slot.
Well, I know I couldn't even change that.
Here's Shorty. Here's Bogut working on Smith.
You got to want the ball more than the guy next to you. Rebounding is all about timing and desire.
Big Daddy dumps it off. Here's Magician to Horford.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, is hold on to the ball. They had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
One of them already got a key, so I would say just give me the one that got a key.
Here's Magician from short range. Bogut corrals the miss off the defensive glass. Clark, and this can't continue to be the story for them. You can't convert if you're handing over the ball.
Well, without question, Kevin, you're exactly right. They've had a tough time getting into their offensive flow here because they've turned it over too much.
We've reached the end of the third, and it's been an exciting game. The score, 50-42. Michael Redd. And so here is Atlanta, trailing here by 8.
Losing.
1:56 left to the fourth. Shorty, great finish in traffic.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Here's Big Daddy. Shot is off, and it's Milwaukee the other way. Shorty backs him down. Mbamute, baseline. Shorty, it's good!
Effortless, soft layup. Nice play.
The Hawks will call a full timeout. They're down by 2. 1:22 left in the game. Mark, what do you think?
Big Daddy has been stroking. And when the game's on the line, when it's winning time, you've got to feed the hot hand. They need to get him the pumpkin and let him create.
On defense, the Bucks. The lead is 2. And so here is Atlanta. A 2-point game. Here's Williams, and that is good.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
And here are the Bucks now. Shorty.
He just lost another one, Kevin. I mean, he's really having a difficult time seeing the defense here.
Less than 1 minute left. To Teague. Laid in with the D draped all over it. The Bucks going with a new group.
This game is hilarious, bro. We could have really won this, bro. They just got
trailing by 2. Peaches with the shot. It's off.
That is crazy, bro. I got sucked in and out all game. I couldn't get no rhythm.
73-68.
It's all dangerous.
For his solid performance, Big Daddy is the Jordan brand.
They wanted them to look good, bro.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2.
I'm not gonna lie. I was grabbing a bite to eat and I missed the start of the game. You did pretty well for what I did see, though. I'd like to start off by saying that I thought your shot selection was fantastic. The important thing to remember is not to lose your focus. When that happens, you'll begin to force bad shots. That game wasn't all roses, though. I counted too many turnovers on your end.
Bro,
even the best players will make their fair share of mistakes.
See what happened.
You need to work on minimizing yours. To sum it all up, keep doing what you're doing and work on the minor details.
All right, this game. I'm on the bench for the last of the month. It's like so crazy to me, bro.
Well, it's time for the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. All right, so Clark, taking a look at the Bucks, what's going to be the key for them?
Well, Ray Allen is a guy they definitely need to pay attention to. He's a sniper from outside.
I'm on the bench
so you
again.
better crowd him. Get into him, or he'll pick you apart from deep.
Now, Clark, what about Boston? What do they need to do to secure a win?
Well, Kev, Kurt Thomas is a guy they've got to keep under control. If you don't keep him off the boards, he can take over a game with it.
Rondo with it. His last down.
And then look, we getting blowed out this time against the Celtics. Like, what?
Shot is off. The Celtics got out to a good start.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
We're at the end of one, and it's already a double-digit lead. The score, 24-10. Welcome back. Second quarter action coming your way. The first quarter was a story of domination. Let's see if it will hold up here. So it's Milwaukee now. It's a 14-point game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
They can't be pleased or happy with their performance at the line. They did nothing to help themselves there, and it really hurt them.
A steal by Perkins.
Great jump on the dump inside.
Rondo finished off the break.
They go to starting line.
7 points in the game.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Shorty. Dumps it off to Bogut. To the baseline. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Bogut. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
The defense is looking to give him that one every time. Just not a good mid-range jump shooter.
For the alley-oop.
When you play together and get a feel for each other's tendencies, you start to make plays just like that.
So it's Milwaukee. They trail by 18. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced.
Now Allen turned in an outstanding game against Chicago.
You have to play smart with the ball in your hand.
Mbah-a-Moute hits the 15-footer.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Stolen by Shorty. It's one-on-one. Laid in softly off the glass. Now Allen. He's got 11. To Perkins. Stop the run. Laid in with the D draped all over him. Here's Milwaukee now. Mbah-a-Moute. To Jennings. Gets in close. Finishes with the soft touch. 6 points for him.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Stolen away by Shorty. So it's Milwaukee. 11-point game. Here's Red. Nets it from the wing. Now Allen. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. 2:12 left in the half. Here's Garnett. No luck. And it's Milwaukee the other way.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
Red. No luck on the three-point attempt.
You can't usually afford to leave him alone out there. Big break for the defense.
Wallace a screen. Over Bogut. Allen's shot is off. The Bucks trail. Here is Mbamute. Connects from in close. He's got 8. Now Allen. He's got 11. Rondo with it. Lob. High post. He's guarded by Mbamute. From the right block. Nails the turnaround jumper. They lead 32-23. To Red. Perkins pulls it in.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one. The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it. A tough sequence there.
The handoff to Wallace. Dumps it off. For 3. Wallace misses. The Bucks bring it up. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Shorty. Blocked. Good D by Wallace. Here comes Rajon Rondo. No good.
The Celtics have been red hot offensively.
Yep, we'll see if they can hold this lead. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 32-23. Now it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. Let's have a look at the team stats from the first half. Celtics have built their lead on a solid offensive.
Yeah, if they continue to score like this, it's hard to see them losing.
Luke Richard Mbamute has started off well.
Yeah, he's really scoring well so far, carrying the load for this team right now.
Hi, fans, and welcome. They're ready to start the second half of this game, so let's get on with the action. So it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 9 points. The steal by Wallace.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
Walker with the charge, and that's his second foul of the game. And it's Milwaukee's ball. 9-point game. You're right, Clark. When you're down, you can't just give away opportunities like that.
Well, the margin of error is much smaller when you're trailing and trying to come back, so everything is much more important, but turnovers always are self-destructive.
Shot's good from Mbamute.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Walker leads him with the pass. Now Allen. And it's the Celtics with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
One thing you started to see shape up was how well they were shooting from the field. And I think that's always a function of ball movement and shot selection. They are tough to beat when they shoot with that confidence.
Now Garnett after the basket by Milwaukee. Garnett, he's guarded by Mbamute. Mbamute holds it in, and that's his 9th rebound thus far. Mbamute, it's good!
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement, Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
The Celtics will call a full timeout. They're winning by 3. 2:33 left in the fourth. Cheryl, what do you have?
Well, I had a moment to speak with the Celtics. Want them to get out in transition. They haven't been getting.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. 6-point lead. Here's Bogut. Kisses it off the glass and in.
A lot of struggles recently on offense, so they've got to be pleased to see that one fall.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. To end the run. Sinks it.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Shorty from inside. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
They've really done a great job securing the rebounds, Kevin.
They got the advantage right now, Clark, +5. Intercepted. It's 1-on-1. To 0. The pass cut off.
Get this cat
Celtics with the lead. And like we were saying, having more rebounds helps in so many ways.
Well, here with the lead, it's important that you eliminate second chance opportunities for your opponent and then get some of those yourself.
On defense, Boston. 6-point game. The Celtics changing it up.
This.
Rondo with it. He's got 18.
I want to win and not like.
And here are the Celtics.
Stop taking me out.
Here's Shorty. Money!
Big-time basket in the clutch, Kevin.
Now Allen, who's got 13. It's a 2-point differential. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Less than 1 minute left. To the high post. Clark, and this can't continue to be the story for them. You can't convert if you're handing over the ball.
Well, without question, Kevin, you're exactly right. They've had a tough time getting into their offensive flow here because they've turned it over too much.
And here are the Bucks, trailing by 2. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shorty tipped. Great play by House. The Bucks will go for the intentional foul.
What kind of shot did we
Them a second time to get into the penalty and send them to the strike.
That's exactly what they need to do to stretch out this game. Smart foul there.
Here comes Rajon Rondo. 18 points for him. The Celtics win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Bucks 72-68. Rajon Rondo is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Incredible passing display. He just has that sixth sense for setting up his teammates perfectly.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on...
Not great, not bad. Definitely some things to learn from this game. I'd like to start off by saying that I thought your shot selection was fantastic. The important thing to remember is not to lose your focus. When that happens, you'll begin to force bad shots. Moving on, I'm going to give you some quick motivation for the next time you play with these guys. Your man dropped way too many points on you. How does that make you feel? If you want people to take you seriously, you can't let that happen, ever. All things considered, I expect more out of you out there.
MVP, Dr. Nasty. Rookie of the Year, Dr. Nasty. Sixth Man of the Year. Where I couldn't even get Rookie of the Year because of that nigga. But this shit ruined my McLovens season, bro. Look at this shit. Mm-mm. All NBA second team. All NBA third team. All NBA defensive first team. All NBA defensive second team. All rookie first team. All rookie second team. Mm, mm, mm. I'm still great in so many ways. Oh my God. Now, who do we sign with? Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference. West. West. No, East and West. We might need to go to the West, y'all. We might need to go to the West. Even though playing with D Wade, damn. Damn, y'all. Like it. We changing up the scenery. I don't want to be in the East. Don't make this shit work. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Here. Tayshaun don't make it work, but shit. Hey, I don't care. We on a new team now. It might have been a mistake. At the same time, we in a new home. I'm kind of blue. Mm, mm, mm. We have a new home, chat. right, y'all. In the next video. Peace.